Hello, Greg Herbert here, and I would like to, before I begin today's video, I'd like to give two quick shoutouts. First to the great Jed Babin of the American Spectator and National Review Online, a man I consider to be an inspiration to me, and one of the few voices of sanity in a vast media wasteland. Keep fighting the great fight against the 527 ride-by media and the bastard rhino-phonies, Jed. And second of all to the people of Libya for killing their evil dictator Muammar Gaddafi. This is the beginning of greater things to come for you. Now on to the big pick of the day. It seems as if that the American people are finally at last waking up to the reality of their killer diets and changing their habits for the better. Evidence of that is the recent bankruptcies of two chains known for fattening, artery clogging, poorly made food, friendly ice cream and Marie Callender's pie shops, and the struggles of numerous other rivals such as Denny's in the insanely crowded restaurant field. Not to mention the bankruptcy and liquidation of the somewhat iconic Chicago butcher shop Moo and Boink. Good riddance. Now maybe the black people of the Windy City will stop killing themselves at the dinner table, while Big Mama wastes my taxpayer dollars on Obamacare for her fourth doctor's visit because of her daily lunch of chitlins. Another victory was claimed for healthy eating, or at least advocates for healthy eating, when recently chef, writer, Travel Channel host, and now personal hero Anthony Bourdain showed his balls and righteously lashed out at big-haired Southern fried lard queen Paula Deen, calling her the most dangerous person in America. Deen responded to by telling Bourdain to get her life, and that most people can't afford $58 for prime rib or $650 for a bottle of wine. Oh please, Paula, your fat ass, along with Rachel Ray and the former Emeril Bam Lagasse, alongside people like the on-again off-again game show host Mark Summers and the rest of the Food Network, have helped America become among the most fattest, out of shape, and disgustingly unhealthiest countries on earth. And Bourdain called bullshit on you, right? Let's all demonize Bourdain, because heaven forbid that anyone criticize the sweet Southern matron who, by the way, encourages our population of obese, diabetic couch potatoes to eat deep-fried mac and cheese. Really? Let's not have an honest debate about our atrocious eating habits, because this good old girl might get her little feelings hurt. Please. This woman is making millions off of hawking her artery-clogging death diet to already unhealthy Americans. Obesity is killing our children. If she was spreading a plague through her food, we'd string her up. Well, that is essentially what she's doing. Not to mention the fact that she herself is a diabetic. Bourdain is speaking the truth, and people are listening. Him and other people, like Morgan Spurlock of Super Size Me fame, actually give a damn about humanity. We are Americans. I'm talking about here are, as Mike Huckabee famously put it, digging our graves with knives and forks. I would ask Paula Deen, Miss Deen, do you think Crisco shortening half a tub of butter and lard used regularly, and fried food cooked and consumed regularly, is healthy, or not for an average American? Southern cuisine has lots of veggies like greens, squashes and sweet potatoes, but how much of that is consumed in comparison to fried and fatty food? Eating on a tight budget does not necessarily mean that one should eat fried and fatty food, because it is cheap. In Asia, poor people eat more healthy food, because they eat a lot of vegetables, and no part of the vegetable plant is ever wasted. Look at most Asian people, their diet. If you want to know why America's health system is in peril, then look at our repulsive diet. Hot dogs, corn dogs, triple double butter popcorn, super bacon cheeseburgers, Big Macs, Whoppers, Geno Giants, In-N-Out burgers, chalupas, extra crispy recipe Colonel's chicken, General's chicken, so-called Chinese food. Need I say more? Five Guys burgers with fattening Cajun fries, double thick ribeye steaks, triple thick tenderloin, bacon, chocolate chunk cookies with double fudge filling, Doritos, Fritos, Cheetos, Tostitos, Frititos, Cheetos, and I didn't even mention breakfast. Well, the truth has been at last exposed on a wider scale, and the timing couldn't be better. Americans, the aging baby boomers, Gen Xers and millennials, and even seniors are now waking up and knowing that this abominable diet is not right, and is a sin. Food markets like Whole Foods are exploding all across the nation, and farmers' markets and cooperatives are making a comeback. And as I mentioned previously, the old-style purveyors of classic American cuisine are rightfully dying out. New York delicatessens with their salt and sodium-ridden foods are dying fast. Now stores like Friendly's are going bankrupt. Personally, we as a society are finally getting healthier and making the right choices. We are listening to our doctors and taking better care of ourselves. We are taking the treatments that they prescribe to us and staying away from the foods that aren't good for us. This is a true bona fide movement, and a big victor in any such movement is the rise of raw veganism. I believe personally that it is the best diet anyone, man, woman, child, male, female, black, white, yellow, brown, Christian, Jew, can have. It's better for you, better for the environment, and better for our earth. I went vegan at 15 years old, and in my mid-30s I've never felt better in my life. I think if the Paula Deen controversy and the faltering of the great havens of unhealthiness plus the rise of health-conscious Americans are any indication, better and healthier times are ahead for us. And that is something to look forward to. So come on, America, join your neighbors, listen to Anthony Bourdain and company, listen to our doctors, listen to our great dietitians and physical trainers. Let's get to better, and let's get healthy.